Hello there. Welcome in to the first day of the Supernova 16 right here. We are here for the first stream, which hopefully won't be super scuffed, but it's the first stream of a tournament, so it probably will be. We are I am joined here by fellow co-creator of the tournament, Choco, as you can see there in the bottom right. Hello, Choco.
Hello, hello. I'm Draco. Yep.
Nice. Also, welcome into the renewed, refreshed, I guess is the best way to say it, layout for the year. It is mostly like last year's, however, some background changes, some general cleanliness updates, and I think it looks pretty good. But I am one of the creators of the tournament, so maybe my opinion isn't the most relevant in that regard.
Yeah, we
Uh,
did. Unlike last year, we didn't actually ask anyone because I remember last year I pasted in chat. I was like, "Yo, is it good?" Did not do that this year, so I
yes.
guess we'll let the council decide.
We also do let me know how audio is, by the way, which is not something I've had a lot of time to be able to test. There's currently no game audio. I'll pick up a game audio when we actually start runs. Yeah, I think it's time for us to introduce our first matchup here of the round of 64, which is none other than ElDeve versus echodama. Now, I don't believe either of these two players have a microphone. I mean, we won't be capable, of course, doing any interview shenanigans with echodama, but we can, I guess, give a little bit of a chat to ElDeve. Hello, ElDeve. How are you doing?
You are welcome to type,
Yeah, you're welcome to type
whatever,
wherever you want.
voice chat, or yeah.
All right, no, we're on Twitch chat. Hello.
All right.
How are you feeling heading into this race? You are a 1532 here, which makes you one of the higher seeded players, but you are in a way still, of course, technically the favorite in this case, right? By having a PBI a little bit faster and having the power of the platform without the handicap, right? Because echodama has to beat you by over 8 seconds. Now, I don't think you've had a lot of time to play recently, but I mean, you played here a couple of minutes, so how's the Mario feeling? Are we
I found out the
feeling?
book right before the test. It's like it does a bit.
Yeah, just got home.
Yeah, they're always nervous, which I think I'm pretty common, especially when it's the first race. If you haven't done races in a while, uh,
Yeah,
this makes sense. People
th-
usually are.
as I was saying, so I didn't practice anything before because I just got home. Yeah, that is reasonable. Yesterday I did runs and I got a 15:36. That is quite nice. I mean, I guess I'm also curious to know, uh, and I mean, I don't know if you're gonna want to reveal it, but will you be taking, I guess, a safe approach? Will you be going for the same strats? Will we be changing them up for the races specifically? In some things, yeah. Nice. There's one thing the first scuffed element of the day found.
All right, let's see it. Let's hear it.
There's one thing I forgot to do, which is do a prediction.
Ah, crap.
I can do that in 3 seconds. Hold on. There you go.
First match.
All right, there you go. Okay, sorry. I'll plan to do those during the waiting time, but I was busy actually setting up during this waiting time. But yes, ElDeve is here said that will change some things. On the other side, we do have echodama, which we won't really be capable of course, saying much to. But hello there, echodama. Welcome in to the tournament. The only Nintendo Switch player of this tournament, Nintendo Switch, which for up and coming Japanese players is a new method of getting Mario, playing Mario. There's already, I think, two runners from Japan that have a 15 on the Switch, and of course, runners that don't quite have one are planning on being the third. So, uh, it'll be interesting to see if this input method evolves. All right, I think we should be ready to start um,
Yeah.
preparations here. So I will add the players in their channel and saying, "Are you ready?" So of course, make sure to switch to file select and all that stuff. And we'll see when the players declare that they're ready. Both of the players are in fact prepared. So, all right. In this case, I will have to do the countdown because I'm lining it up with chat. I'll do countdown. We will begin in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Good luck.
All right. Pretty exciting. First go. The first go. What?
All right.
First kickoff.
Welcome in. We are here for the first match, ElDeve versus echodama. Now, I'm not 100% sure what to expect here. I'm expecting a matchup that I think it will be interesting. I think it's gonna be a bit exciting. We're definitely gonna see a couple of variations. The runners trying some different things. I think the mistakes will be different. I'm not expecting like a super rigid race here. I'm expecting things to end up relatively versatile here. But let's discover how these runners are gonna approach it. As both runners were practicing in the past few days, echodama even this morning, about 15 hours ago, was streaming while ElDeve playing more offline in the past few days.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, we don't know, first match, we don't know either of these runners very well. So, I mean, it's always interesting. Both going for pretty much the exact same LVLJ setup actually there. Well, David does get it a bit cleaner, can clip through faster, but echodama right there. There is a slight stream desync here of about, I think it's like 3.5 seconds. So, right now they're pretty damn close. It's hard to tell, but they're pretty lined up, which is good. That is definitely good. You don't, I mean, just for the content perspective, you don't want people to like completely like pull up Dark World for 4 seconds, but not even just content, but just for the motivation. It kind of sucks if you start off on like the worst note ever, but yeah.
Yeah, both runners being pretty similar out of the LBOJ after doing them not super cleanly, but for different reasons. Kodama losing a little bit of time on the initial tournament, while ElDeve having to talk to the door here in Dark World. We did see a bit of a route variation as Ekodama does not go for the long jump over to the circuit platform for the fourth red coin, which
Oh, I'll never
does save
struggling to
ElDeve a
grab
little bit
Bowser
of time.
here.
Yeah, but ElDeve getting hit by Bowser, so
That is definitely going to put Ekodama ahead. And I did see the one controller pop up. I wonder is that what that's switching controller for the spins?
yeah, that should be the
Yeah, it
controller
must be.
switch for spinning,
There you
which
go.
the
Cool.
switch will tell you.
Yeah, you wouldn't know otherwise. But okay, look at this. Look at this sync up, bro. That's
Let's go.
crazy.
I guess that makes it pretty
Frame
easy to
perfect
tell. Ekodama's
stream.
about 3 seconds in the
Yeah.
lead after just a couple of tiny little things, like getting bonked by ElDeve. It's pretty much the entirety of the time difference. It's
All right. I'm gonna close the prediction now. So
It's time to be like 10
we're
minutes.
heading
It should.
further in.
I think
Yeah.
I think it closes by itself. Won't be too bad, but like
You might as well do it.
I think it's fair.
We do have 1.7k on ElDeve, 2.6k on echodama.
All right.
500 of those were ElDeve himself, which is funny.
Both runners got Economical was 3 seconds faster on the Dark World exit. Let me not say incorrect information and tell you what it was. It was a 2:53 from Echodama.
Yeah, pretty solid in a race environment for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, obviously we're seeing the classic route switch up here. Some people like to do hours first, some people don't. That is pretty common.
Yeah, ElDeve went for Cannonless first in the meantime, which Ekodama went for Owless first, so they both swap out here. Ekodama going for safer strategies in general, which does seem to be a theme with how Ekodama's approaching the gameplay here. You know, we've already seen Ekodama be a little bit safer in Dark World, be a little bit safer in the Cannonless, so it does seem like Ekodama's going for Omega consistency, which of course can be a pretty good approach. But ElDeve is managing to perform a couple of mildly more dangerous things, which are earning him a little bit of time throughout these initial minutes, even if there has been a couple of tiny errors that have evened it back out. We are
Yeah.
about synced, to be honest.
Yeah, I think Echodama is about a second behind, but very, very close, even still as we head down into basement. Actually, it's not even that. It's like half a second. Good old change here with Pillarless, though.
Indeed, ElDeve
See how it
going
goes.
for the Tama, getting a very nice Tama there. Meanwhile, Ekodama
Yeah, Echodama's gonna
not
have to throw away that bomb.
managing to get the correct angle. Well, he's going to be going for
Okay.
bird, but not kicking up the pyramid to try to get it. Took a bit too long fiddling around
Yeah,
with the bomb to allow that.
that's not a bad idea. That's pretty solid. I support that. Don't know if my support matters, but I'll
Man, we're in the
declare it right here,
commentary,
right
right?
now.
As we know, we're very important. We're capable of cursing people.
Exactly. That is true.
How are we capable of blessing people? I don't know.
Maybe.
Yes,
It's a
not a
very
very good bomb again there
slow
from
bomb.
Ekodama. Not going to give it a go,
Yeah.
so going to be
Gonna
getting
have
pyramid.
the last backup used up here. Hoping to not see a meltdown pillars. We've seen it happen time and time again. You know, you just read that's one thing you really, really do not want to happen. So
Yeah, see, not a lot
hopefully
more opportunities here for Ekodama. Let's see how this is going to go. That bomb is
that does look
more
good.
promising.
Yeah, just a
Oh
bit of
no, not managing to get the
oh
jump out of it. And yeah, just has to take the death at that point. Especially as that's quite a slow position, even if there was a backup. That is rather unfortunate. I mean,
yeah,
trying
that
to
very
save
well
for
just
Plus, but at the end of the day, Plus is just hard.
yeah, no, you can't really say for us. Like, obviously, you can go for the basic one. I don't know if it has a name. I just call it not Tomahawk for this. Just like the basic one where you slide back down. Obviously you can do that, but like that's not easy either. So yeah, oh, take the fall. That's a big loss right there. Aldeva will kind of just stomp through LLL here. Great side hop there as well. Red coins went very well as well. I was watching, didn't comment on it, but so far so clean.
Yeah, it would be nice at least for Ekodama to know that Ekodama got the jump dive plus this time, which is mildly more difficult than the one that Ekodama tried the other time. So at least it will be a little bit of boost of morale that worked. But yeah, again, route variations on nearly every stage
Yeah,
for the two runners.
this is
They
why
are
you can't
not
like
going
compare single
for the
players.
same things.
All right, yeah,
Must admit,
very
ElDeve
nice
is doing.
LOL.
Yeah, ElDeve is currently having a very nice game one showing here.
Yeah, very consistent. Going quite nicely.
Again, you can really see the echodama safety strats there going for the side op, where you go to the right of the fire and
Oh,
stop.
did miss that. Alright, not so bad. He has a little bit of time to play
Ooh!
around.
Oh no, that's a
Oh!
death there for ElDeve after an unfortunate ledge grab down the side of the stair, not quite having enough
Yeah!
momentum to move
Not gonna have the
Mario
health to
forward.
play around with though after that jump into the fire. And yeah, I mean, those blocks are dangerous. Kind of put himself into a scared position and then got caught by the blocks.
Yeah, an unfortunate combination of errors there after ElDeve trying
Yeah.
to get the quick trying to get the quick ground pound, ended up long jumping instead, right? Taking one initial burn and then taking the second burner from the steps.
Playing it safe on the steps. That's going to put echodama in a slightly better position. Still behind, but by a lot less than he was. So
Keeps that open.
that is definitely a nice thing to happen. Yeah, ElDeve not managing to completely close out the race just yet. Echodama just sneaking back in. Of course, a lot to play for. You got BLJs, but yeah, it's definitely not over.
Ball chance first for ElDeve, and it is a very, very clean one. Not straight into
Yeah,
the star, but ElDeve is showing off some nice consistency in these tricks. echodama not going for the side flip approach at it, but rather the aim triple jump, and gets it quite well as well. Both of these runners are showing pretty interesting things. I do see a promising future, at least from these initial races, for both how this race is going to go and how these players might perform. First impressions are positive.
Yeah, no big meltdowns. I mean, first game, first race of your first match, and it's already gone, pretty well for both players. Just like normal levels of race nerves definitely being observed, but I mean that's not an issue. So they're getting the tricks,
Another ratting
messing up one or
variation here.
two of them, but yeah, they gotta make every stage different.
Yes, as ElDeve there gets hit by a boulder that falls down at an unfortunate time
Yeah, they got.
and loses a couple of seconds. In the meantime, echodama went for the triple jump to emergency exit. ElDeve also does it. And exits at 11-12.
Pretty nice.
echodama exiting
Still
at
talking about
11-18.
chat's still on about the Dark World exits. Maybe this might be a stream error. Stream crawl to us like snail's pace after Dark World. Everyone's still on there. 8 minutes ahead of there, but gonna be MIPS time. Don't know what the stream is doing, but it is MIPS time.
Mapes exits.
I mean, not sure where you're exiting. I guess you're exiting the basement.
It's true.
Yeah, I'm only messing around.
Yeah, into Dire Docks, and as usual, the gap is remaining a little bit ahead for ElDeve, but echodama remaining about 4 to 5 seconds behind it, keeping it competitive, heading into the last couple of stages. Absolutely needing to play well both runners here to not get taken over by each other, and what has been a nice and competitive race one here. As a reminder, echodama does need to win by 8 seconds due to playing on Nintendo Switch, which counts as a form of Virtual Console.
Yeah. If you have not seen that,
Ooh, side sub.
Nice.
Nice little side sub.
That must be a well practiced trick.
Smoothly done as well.
Yeah, that was very well done. No nonsense, just got up. Just
Indeed.
got there.
A very cleanly executed side sub there from echodama, showing off in that trick in the arsenal.
Yeah, not a trick you'd see very often. Not the most common thing, Like, it wouldn't be, like, high on people's radar for things to learn, I feel like. So cool to see that pulled out here, for sure. I think both players should be making a cycle pretty cleanly. Yeah, no
Wouldn't it?
nonsense dark roll. Okay, echodama take brain damage straight to the wall, but that's alright.
Very interesting fire save from echodama. I don't think I've quite seen as many camera changes as I have with like on the steps, really just turning the camera the full 90 degrees.
We're finding out one controller is connected. This is huge.
And throws are landed for both runners.
You do love to see it.
Perhaps eldeve gained a couple of seconds. It was a little bit of a cleaner executed
It was,
piracy.
yeah, it definitely was cleaner. You know, the cycles were the same, but on the little like stairs part
Yeah,
and
Kodama cut
just
it
like
closer.
general entry to the weird pipe thing. I don't know what
Alright.
to call that thing.
Into BOJs, which one of these two runners will be the first to claim a Supernova 16 2026 win and their first ever Supernova win for themselves? As, these are two debutants. It won't be a first try BOJ for ElDeve, but that should
Just
get
smash
through.
the catch at the end there. That should work. There he goes.
Echodama
Ekodama
going
also
for that pause buffer BOJ strat.
very nice. Yeah, helps to get the first couple of inputs down. If you're good with it.
Oh, both runners are very consistent.
Alright.
And Echodama gets up the infinite stairwell a little bit faster, which is going to actually switch up the lead. It's not by 8 seconds, though.
No.
By about 4. Look at the sink here heading towards the triple jump on the streams.
See what? Let's pulled out here.
Standing
Okay.
left from both. But
Oh,
Ekodama
I think I'm gonna miss that.
not managing.
They did start at different times, yeah. It's a bit hard to compare, even though they both are Twitch streams. The delay should be pretty much similar. They did kind of start at different times, so.
Yeah, but situation is definitely looking complicated for Ekodama. After that fall on the left side, will David get some clean throws? That will be throw number 1.
That is
Very
2.
smooth too. Nice re-grab.
I close it out immediately.
Not going to be throw
No,
3.
he's not going to be able to close it out straight away.
Throw 3 is the fastest throw to miss. Oh, that's a second miss. Hold on. Should be allowed to give it another go, but takes a bomb to the Bowser. Echodama getting the 3 out of 3, and it is gonna be ElDeve just about. Let's see the specific finish times, but that is very, very close. ElDeve with that bonk almost losing too much time there after bonking the Bowser, but by 4 seconds, because Ekodama had to win by a little bit, we do have ElDeve taking the 1-0, but very, very close initial race here. I mean, tough for Ekodama to, of course, win a race, but not quite.
Yeah.
it's always a tough position to be in.
That's unfortunate. When it gets so close, you know, you start thinking about, oh, if I didn't make that mistake and that mistake, but you know, realistically, that's not how it pans out. You got to think of the race as a whole, and both players obviously sub 17, very nice to get. Some slight mistakes in the run, but like nothing crazy, especially in a race setting. Yeah, I think that would be kind of a nerve-having match. It is, of course, unfortunate for Economic to lose it, but someone does have to lose, so...
Welcome back in, runners. ElDeve with that 16:52. You were 4 seconds slower than Ekodama, but the handicap is 8 seconds, so you are claiming the point there. And they're going 1-0 up in a pretty interesting race there. I mean, ElDeve, I guess just generally, how do you feel about that? Are you satisfied with how that went for the most part? I got nervous in the third throw.
Yeah, I mean, one miss, not too bad. Two miss, when it starts going a little scary.
Yeah.
Like, oh, okay. I actually gotta hurry up.
Yeah, the lethal lava land was the main time loss on the Bully Star. But yeah, before that, it was going pretty clean. I don't think there was anything that specifically went wrong before that. And after that, not much either, yeah. Kind of that. Third throw, and overall, just kind of a relatively clean run. Maybe BOJs weren't the best.
Yeah. Well, they weren't the best, but they were fine.
They weren't bad.
If you had to pick something out, yeah.
Yeah, like I think you wouldn't accept much worse, but you still accept it, right?
Yeah, yeah. That's why they call him the bully.
Yeah, with that, ElDeve, you are officially the first race, individual race winner of the Supernova. So good job on claiming that technicality for the data.
Let's go.
They are cemented in the history
I
books.
gotta write this down.
Yeah, the random data, you know. First person to, I don't know, get hit by a boulder. That type of data. I gotta write that down, right? Where this edition.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah, this evening I'll have to go back through both these VODs, and it's gonna be like first person to break the box while doing pillarless.
Yeah, that type of stuff. Yeah, so have the greatest data doc of your lives incoming. But
yeah,
for now, we may, I think, get towards race number 2 if you runners are prepared for it, or if you want a minute. I'm not sure. We'll see. We'll need to, of course, add them. So, yeah. I mean, both runners have already said already.
Okay.
I didn't need to add them. Alright. Well then, I shall do countdown in this moment. We will start in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Good luck.
Good luck. All right, off to match point.
I might need to request you to start talking like 2 seconds later because I haven't muted the players. You've definitely said the first couple words before I definitely echodama.
Right. Yeah, that's fair. I mean, gotta hear it. No, they don't.
Alright, welcome to race 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're here in race
You gotta
2
move faster, bro.
of the first match of Supernova 16. How are we feeling? One thing which I actually forgot to mention on the pre-match is that the link that wasn't ready during the draw for donations to the prize pool, which you can see to the left of our avatars down there at the bottom right, the total prize pool, $200 to the winner plus a crowdfunded prize pool to the top 5 is officially there. I believe there's a prize pool command if I'm not mistaken, but you can also go to the description of the channel and click it as well if you want to benefit the runners themselves to see who the top 5 is going to be. We're a long ways away from finding out who that top 5 is, but of course everybody aspires to be there, so we might be looking at one of them right now.
Yeah, and reminder, the split is 30-30, 20, 10-10, so it's pretty even split. Top 5 get money. First place gets the 200, the big 200 guaranteed. So any of your bits, subs, tips, if you donate to that link or sub on Twitch, all of that goes to the players as well. So yeah, I mean, we don't really do a whole lot. We kind of just stream, and it's more fun, but you know, I think it's, you know, we thought it was cool if the players got most of it because, you know, we'd have nothing to commentate if they weren't playing. So, yeah.
All right, heading here towards the second race. Significantly cleaner LBOJs from both runners, keeping them relatively close here. You can again see the variation there in the Shigeru cycles from the runners.
Yeah.
Where echodama takes a
Ooh.
bonk, but
Alright.
survives the
Just a, oh my god, how is this guy alive?
godly intervention, keeping echodama alive.
God damn. That
Super
freaking
close.
jump kick was terrifying.
Yes, you can see on the Switch emulator a couple of variations in how they deal with textures and lightings. You can, I think the easiest thing to look at is the shadow. How the shadow is like a little bit above Mario's feet. If you actually pay attention to
Unplayable.
it. Yeah, this is why nobody runs on Switch.
Exactly.
I do have game audio on. This is like the quietest game audio of all time. Not 100% sure why.
This game audio.
I have the ElDeve game audio, but
This is fair.
this will be something I will have. I mean, I guess I can. Hold on. I can do this. Let's not be lazy.
Gotta lock in. All right. Yeah, I mean, similarly, ekodama started teensy bit later, a couple seconds. So, we're gonna see the desync there. But ElDeve is slightly ahead as well. Gonna go for the Cannonless first. ekodama gonna go for the Owless, as we saw last time. Gonna go for the nice triple jump setup, and yeah, he's 2 for 2 on those. Very nice. I think it's always worth going, just sticking to just what you know on Outlaws. Like, even if it's like super fast strat, just do it, because I feel like it's one of those things that can just go wrong so weirdly, and immediately goes go wrong. Unfortunately for ElDeve, had a bit of a shaky setup and has to go for the backup. Second try. Dama going for a quick. That was very nice.
Yeah, ElDeve there with a little bit of a time loss on the Alice Akudama. As you can see, goes for soft folder. One again. It's very interesting strat selection there from Akudama to take these safer strategies purely for consistency. And I mean, I would definitely say that in the last race it paid off. I would think there was like a couple of unfortunate moments, but like if you discount those unfortunate moments, the strats themselves, the saber thingies went pretty alright, right? Like we have a cleanup plus and stuff. We're looking actually quite good, right, on the Ekodama side.
Yeah, I do think that's the thing. It's like a lot of the race mentality is not becoming like disillusioned with your strategies just because you lost one race. It's like, like you lost a race. That doesn't mean your strategies were bad. That just means the race, didn't go to plan, or the other player was just flat out better. Like, you can't lose faith immediately in what you're doing. If you feel it's right, you kind of got to stick with it. Just for like, that's another, that's a pretty underrated part of consistency. It's consistency. It's like actually doing it every time
Oh, Ekodama
instead of
going
just
into an
doing easy
interesting
stuff.
portion of the level there. After jump diving over to the right to escape
On
from the
Steam.
bomb, after not being capable of quite getting the jump dive to not 100% sure how to describe how that star gets performed.
Yeah, bit of a strange backup there.
It's like an unhand jump dive so that the bomb goes back over to the front. I think the way to describe it. Which is definitely the thing that ElDeve has had over Ekodama, because ElDeve is doing Tamas and is doing Tamas very quickly and very well.
Yeah, haven't missed one.
And even though like there are like a couple of strategies that ElDeve is performing that are faster than ones which Ekodama is pulling, like that is the main one that is currently being the game changer. But nice there, plus there on the second try with
Yeah.
the double jump for Ekodama is going to minimize the damage.
Yeah, not gonna be a massive deal here. Definitely gonna be less behind than last race. So it is what it is.
Yeah, we're gonna be less
Gonna
behind.
gonna
It's
pick
gonna be
their
interesting
last
to see if we're gonna
star.
be less behind into this LLL, right? Because the depth that ElDeve had in LL was a rarer one.
Yeah,
So it may be a similar gap out of LLL. We need to see how it's
yeah,
gonna
for
go.
sure. You know, like we did get a bit of a level up because ElDeve did die, but if he doesn't die here, then it might be, you know, we could go back to a similar um time difference if echodama doesn't get that boost. Even though, you know, it's kind of annoying. Even though you're playing better, it's like the other player is playing better as well, so you don't really see those benefits. You still kind of end up behind, but
Yeah. The first
you
two
just got to
rounds
keep chugging.
the first two rounds of this tournament are a best of 3. So ElDeve is already on match point in this case.
Yeah,
As
only needs to take this one, which I mean, so far he is, but a lot can change.
ElDeve doing the setup, echodama needing to reset it up, but getting it pretty nicely. Seems pretty good at the standing setup.
Yeah, I'll definitely not being caught by the blocks today.
Indeed.
Won't let it happen to him again.
And yeah, general cleanup from both runners. Definitely looking like better runs. echodama is maybe getting let down a little bit by general movement in this race a little bit more than the other one. You could even see it in quite a couple of the castle movements that echodama had, which lost a couple of seconds.
Yeah.
Oh, look at
No.
that.
I could have about a start behind here. We'll see ElDeve making his way to HMC. Well, Akadama does have to pick up an extra star
I love that moment, a
here.
completely accidental sync.
Yeah, it's happened twice already, which is
Yeah,
pretty cool.
echodama leaving reds for last. It's very interesting.
Yeah, that's not a. Actually, I'm not even. Actually, I'm not gonna make commentaries with probability, but I don't know if it's the most common thing ever.
Yeah, usually not allow a lot of runners then to do stars by distance, right? So red's like the closest.
Yeah,
But if you do
it
them by
does kind of
difficulty,
make
reds is
sense.
last.
Yeah, it does kind of make sense to do it at the end as well.
Both are valid approaches.
Who would have known?
Dominate again,
Ooh,
going
very
for that
nice.
no side flip. Box jump and getting it
Oh,
both
okay.
times.
Swag.
Indeed.
Akadama does get the toad after, which is um. Oh wait, no, it doesn't even spawn to 12. What am I talking about? Sorry,
What?
I'm asleep.
This is not 70. However, they are getting something which is very rare in Mario 64. Good boulder RNG. All the boulders moving to
Let's
a
go.
different direction. So this time getting it cleanly. And I mean, if you look at this exit, it's going to be a very nice HMC exit here from ElDeve. Around the 10:31 range. Very, very nice.
Yeah.
Possibly PBable.
Yeah, for some reason I thought Ekodama was getting towed at 13. I was like, oh, that's like risky because you get, you know, if you forget. I was don't know where I was going with that train of thought, but yeah. Ekodama also getting pretty decent boulder RNG. Did have to kind of squeeze into the wall there, but made it out alive. Which is good to see. I'm definitely going to be setting up a mip skip here. That is a very, very fast EDD door.
Yeah, it took a little bit to set up on the initial wooden door, but on at the 30-star door, doing it very well with the wall jump. I'm interested to see how dangerous ElDeve is going to take these final few splits with the possibility of 15 inbound.
You gotta zoom, zoom, zoom.
echodama definitely playing pretty alright. Maybe a bit unfortunate in the opponent playing with the quality that ElDeve has been playing, which is very
Yeah.
high. Because for much as ElDeve might just not be on his own PB pace, this current ElDeve pace would, I think, is faster than echodama's PB.
Yeah, I mean, 11 seconds isn't a huge difference, especially, I mean, PB. It doesn't make a blanket statement about your consistency, but especially as you get down to these levels, I mean, you know, every 5 seconds you eke out below a 15, like 40 is, I mean, that's pretty impressive. No, definitely not easy to do. So, ooh, Akadama getting the side sub, but missing the jump to the star.
Yeah, early cycle achieved there by ElDeve.
Yeah, ElDeve is very consistent on the far side. Even going for the dives, very nice.
Yeah, I
This
mean,
doesn't have
this
to do
is...
with lag. Okay, that's an early burn, but yeah,
Yeah,
very
but I mean,
nice. Makes it out alive.
this one's going very, very well here for ElDeve. It's absolutely the type of run you
Yeah,
want in this tournament. Not even just in this case, against anybody. I think you could probably have a chance of winning with this type of run.
yeah, Akadama with a minor movement mistake there.
Yeah, I think the burn is not going to allow early cycle.
Under a couple buttons. Yeah, you know, he's just walking up, taking it slow. I like that. A lot of people still try to speed it anyways, even though they're not gonna make it, and they have fallen again. I've seen that happen, so
Yeah.
it's good risk prevention there. And yeah, here we go. To BLJ's for ElDeve. And a hopefully quick throw here for Akadama.
All right.
Alright, nice.
EOJ's incoming here for ElDeve. Kudama will need to do the whole cutscene spiel.
Yeah, pretty significant time difference here. I think it's about 30 seconds.
Oh, very nice BOJ.
Yeah, plus that's not even including the handicap.
I mean, what pace is this?
Yeah, this is kind of incredible pace. Just quick stomp. Okay, having a little bit of trouble catching on the infinite staircase.
There we go.
There we go.
Oh, taking a walk.
Went too fast.
Both runs ElDeve not having a great infinite stairwell, which is interesting. But as ElDeve said, main 70.
Yeah, not as strong. Nice. A strong suit, I guess.
Let's see, will ElDeve get a clean bits here and close it out with a, I won't say convincing, but still a solid display. A solid display on his own part. Not necessarily convincing in terms of result, because barely won race 1, but relatively convincing in terms of the gameplay.
Yeah, this game is pretty convincing.
Alright.
That funny word. Convincing of what? Skill, I guess. Alright, let's see. Can he close out all 3 throws here? That is 1.
Throw number 1 from ElDeve. If curious, echodama has entered bits now. ElDeve with throw number 2. And, well, not throw number 3.
Third throw! Doing the camera spam!
We have seen this movie
Plastic.
before.
Yeah, I got a bit of deja vu.
Alright, there we go. That is going to be third throw. I think that is a 15. Is it?
Yes, it is.
I need to get brushed up on exactly how long these things take. But yeah, this is like 8 seconds. There you go. 15:57 from
7.
ElDeve. A very nice time. As again, especially consider the missed throw. Like it was like 15.4x, and on LBOJ it was 15.3x. So very, very nice one there from ElDeve, which in this case is not going to allow Ekodama many chances unless Ekodama was playing exceptionally. And Ekodama, you know, definitely showcased some interesting strategies and pulled off a couple of things very nicely in this run, like box jump, the side sub, but maybe a couple of general like kind of movement cleanliness prevented Ekodama from being super fast around the edges. And GG.
Yeah, GG's. That was a great race. That's a nice one to kick it off with. Kept it close. Unfortunately, you always like to see it go to a game three, but I think that was in general a pretty nice race.
Yeah. In this case, echodama definitely gave it a very respectable fight. Good job to echodama.
Clap, clap, clap.
But no upsets in the first match of the Supernova 16. ElDeve had the faster strats, called the faster times. Ekodama finishes the run, and we can call up the runners here.
Hold them on the phone.
The telephone. Alright. Hello, runners. ElDeve with that 15:57. You have taken game two. I mean, a 15:57, that was very, very fast heading towards BOJ's. I mean, like, I think you're probably satisfied with that run, but how do you comment on it?
Unsatisfied.
ElDeve saying, yeah, satisfied, to be honest. The third throw again. That's fair. I mean, with that, you are moving on to the next round. What are you looking like? Looking at how this race went, what are you like taking into the next one? Is there anything that, like, immediately you think you might switch up a little bit, or are we taking this, or are you currently planning on taking the same approach? Of course, you will have time to think about this before the next round, as this is the first match. So there's a lot of round one to go.
Yeah.
Before round two realistically starts. They're saying, nah, I think I'm going with the same plan all tourney with same strats. Well, we've seen what ElDeve can pull off, and so far I think definitely a warning sign to our players in the competition. ElDeve getting here at 15 in a race here, and a 15 that could have been significantly closer to PB as well. So some interesting paces here, but at the same time, GG to echodama, who put in a valiant effort. Of course, won the first race in terms of time, but the handicap did play itself into effect. GG's.
Yeah, very well done from both runners.
Yeah. Sorry, any question to ElDeve about that performance?
Not really, no. I think it was pretty solid, pretty standard, very, very well played. Yeah, definitely. If I was possible onlooker watching this, kind of scared. Always seeing the people that play consistently is a little scary. If you can pull out like mid 16s, low 16s. Obviously, here we have very high 15. Any kind of 15 is very great work. Then, definitely a little scary. So, yeah, GG's.
Yes. With that, ElDeve, you will be moving on to the round of 32, where you are going to be facing the winner of Zumi versus Eve. Do you have any opinions on that potential matchup?
Zumi. Yeah, I don't think there's anyone that's not scared of Zumi.
Yeah, I'm a bit scared of Zumi. Yeah, Zumi is quite a dangerous player at Supernovas. But, alright. With that, we, I think, can head on towards our next match of the day. There are two matches in today's broadcast of the first day of the Supernova 16. This was the first GG12 and echodama. Thank you for hopping in. Ekodama's journey is not over as well. Ekodama is dropping down into the losers bracket. LTAs at 2 hours plus 1 hour. Make sure to follow Ekodama to know when that's happening. Yeah. The next match that is incoming in this tournament will also feature a Japanese player. It is going to feature KANNO, as KANNO is going to take on 2porridge here in just a couple of minutes. We will launch you back over to the winning screen, and in hopefully about 10 minutes or so, there is a timer. Never trust it too deeply. We will be over with you with that matchup. So see you in a bit. Hello and welcome back to the Supernova 16 tournament. We are here back again for another match as we have ourselves a interesting one here. Of course, a couple of minutes ago we did have uh, ElDeve taking on echodama, where ElDeve managed to win 2-0, and we are here for match number 2, where we have KANNO facing off against 2porridge. Now, I'm not sure. I mean, KANNO could try to type in chat how you're feeling about this match, if you want to try,
nervous.
but
I'm very nervous. I, I don't think I can play well, but I do my best.
all right, there we go. That was KANNO speaking. And on the other side, we have ourselves 2porridge. Hello there.
Hey guys, how you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. How are you feeling about this matchup?
I am definitely a little nervous. It's kind of intimidating, but I'm gonna just try my best. We're gonna just see how this goes.
Yeah. What else can you do? I guess.
Yeah, I mean, facing somebody like KANNO, which has, of course, a very fast time and is, a little bit sometimes can be considered a little bit scary to go up against. Did you feel like you needed to adapt anything to try to, I guess, face them better, or are you just gonna kind of go for your your game and hope it works?
Honestly, I'm gonna just kind of try and do my own thing. I don't really want to pay too much attention to him, but I am feeling a lot more confident. I got a PB for the first time in 4 years last night, so that was pretty cool. I'm hoping that maybe I can bring that energy into the rounds, and just try and play consistent but fast because I know he's going to be playing fast regardless. So
They shoot both runners fresh off of some PBs. I kind of PB'd like a week ago, and 2porridge with PB the other day. So GG's on the PBs to you two.
thank you.
And yeah, I don't think we have anything else. Unless, Chalker, do you have anything else you
Yeah,
want to
I think we're
specifically ask?
pretty. No, I don't. I haven't came up with any questions for today.
Alright. Alright, I think runners, I think you can get ready. So let me know when you are ready.
I'm ready.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Alright, I think we can do a countdown in voice chat in this case. So Chalker, do you want to count down?
I will. I will count that. Thank you. All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Good luck.
All right. Good luck. Sorry, I did do a bit of deafening myself.
Yeah, yeah, you didn't do it last time.
Yeah, I'll start. Let's start doing that. Just so we get them muted and deafened quicker.
Alright,
Uh,
we
yeah.
are here for this race. Now, I didn't want to say it during the interview process, but it's like really cool to have to be commentating KANNO right now.
Yeah,
I,
for sure. I mean, kind of a legend.
I
Like,
do
kind of
need to admit it.
definitely
Like, come on.
like top tier legend. Like, kind of. Has held many world records in the past. Just general, you know, very large, well-known community member. So yeah, I definitely agree. It'd be cool to have Kyle here.
Yeah, as usual, the stream delay, or depending on how the stream is like being done on their end, and how ahead or behind it is on our end, does give that around 5 second gap, so 2porridge started, I guess, sort of 5 seconds early. Or also, of course, how quickly they reset themselves after hearing the countdown, because
Yeah.
that is a people do it differently. Some people do it on one to kind of prepare for the go. Some people wait for the go and then they go do it. But here we have it. Which is going to be a tough matchup for anybody, but 2porridge is one of the strongest players by PB in the unseeded portion, so definitely not an easy draw there for the #1 seed. Let's see how we will be behaving.
I hate it's not quite word, but yeah, behaving pretty well so far. Dark World going pretty clean. No stray Goombas are going to be hit or anything. Very, very nice end there by KANNO.
Yeah, kind of there with the double firsties, and not the best Dark World there from KANNO after diving at the beginning towards the slope, which did not allow for the fastest cycles, but and we'll, I think, keep it around the same, because I checked when the Bowser grab was. I think it was about 232 for both runners. So not any relevant gaps to be made here. Both runners keeping up with each other.
Yeah, I think kind of about a second ahead off that key grab, so very, very close. Again, you like to see it. You like it to stay competitive, even if one of them edges out the game at the end. You know, you don't have to have like absolute sin of a 2-second difference, like right at the last throw. But you know, it's nice to stay competitive at the start.
Yeah,
You're still in it. I mean, I don't not to say that I don't think it'll affect either of those winners too much. I don't think 2porridge of what he was saying. You know, we're gonna do the usual thing of not, you know, checking out the other player. Some people do, a lot of people don't. So he's not gonna know, but yeah, I think we'll be pretty happy with how the race has started. That'll be tougher. Where is KANNO going?
interesting. I'm not
Okay,
too sure what that was.
2porridge.
I haven't kept
We'll
up
get it.
with recent kind of riding. Yeah.
Oh my god, he does have a new method.
Yeah, because
yeah.
KANNO did try
Sorry,
to go.
I did see
Yeah,
that on
because I did.
Twitter.
Yeah, because like I know that KANNO has been inventing some routes, and Canalist might have been one of them. But I'm not.
Yes.
I haven't actually personally looked at it.
No, that is true. I don't know how they got zapped out of my brain. I do remember seeing it flipped on Twitter, actually.
Okay, KANNO goes for it again. Is it gonna work?
Ooh.
Oh, that's a firstie. Which
I mean, not great PR
Doesn't
from
allow
the
it.
panelists.
currently.
Far actually with a bit of a spooky angle there. There's some identity crises in the chat there. People don't even know who to support anymore. Yeah, 2porridge gonna be out of wonks. Gonna be into basement at a brisk 502, so nothing crazy, but pretty solid.
Oh,
This
yeah, pressure
KANNO
set up
is
too far to the
really
left.
not panning out here for KANNO at all. Oh my
no.
god, not the
And it's
blocks.
low. Some tough cannonless moments. Or KANNO. Not 100% sure what strat to be doing right now. Okay, goes for the texture. Is this working? It is working.
I mean, that's pretty significant.
Alright, I mean, KANNO is heading into basement now. 2porridge already with a solid moment.
Hard, cannot get this
Has
tire.
been
Okay,
struggling, yeah, after
the burn got him there.
having to go back up the pyramid. But a very, very interesting beginning, huh? It's
Yeah.
It'll be interesting to see how KANNO is in regards of the consistency of this later basement game. Because, I mean, in terms of just the pure raw speed, KANNO can absolutely make up a lot of time. If things go right, but will they? Throws away the bomb immediately.
Yeah, gonna take the usual backup. Gonna find the bird on the
Yeah,
pyramid
find the bird.
here.
It was
Just
a very
about got
fast
some.
throwaway bomb, so you can do that.
Oh my god,
What?
bro! Oh, no!
The
Not the
the
fucking
fly
fly
guy.
guy. Yeah,
Yeah,
they call it fly guy. I was about to get
that's the
killed.
thing that's the thing that I guess happens when you go to early, right? Because you have time to activate the fly guy when you're
Yeah.
waiting for the bird backing up, which means that you can actually do that. And if no face in it, it's gonna change the angle.
Oh
here's-
no! KANNO with complete meltdown here. I mean, I didn't want to say it before, but everything's going wrong from today. Or I mean, just in this match.
Yeah, kind of trying to fly Alice here, and it didn't quite work out. It seems that KANNO is perhaps just generally undecided on what route to even be taken, because you can see that KANNO just kind of trying stuff.
Yeah,
You know?
knows everything. Maybe to a fault. Just knows too many strats. Not even sure which one to pick.
Yeah, because you can see
Can't
because
seem to
like
commit
KANNO, for example,
any
like
of them.
bailing to go for fly Alice, like it's interesting because it wasn't the original plan. But then we take it depth, and we're like, okay, we don't have any stars, so I'm gonna try that first, I guess. But then dies, and then goes like, okay, no, never mind. I'm gonna go back to not doing that. So to then go to
Yeah.
plus. You see, there's kind of like a general indecision heading here towards this race about like what we're gonna be approaching, which can be very detrimental because if you don't know what you're gonna do, you're just choosing it on a whim. You're not quite as focused on the Mario itself, right?
Yeah, it's very easy to get in your own head too much about like, oh, what should I do? It's probably better to have like a rough idea. But you know, and always. I mean, 2porridge could have a meltdown also, but could always wipe a clean slate after this race. And, you know, maybe try to formulate a bit stronger of a plan together.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, we've actually barely talked about 2porridge at all in this commentary. But
He has
yeah,
kind of been going. He's been making the odd mistakes, but in general, he's been going.
Yeah, 2porridge has kept to a relatively nice standard of gameplay. It's 2porridge, I think, definitely taken the right approach to this matchup. I think that, like, you know, it can definitely feel mega daunting if you're facing the #1 seed or just anybody with a 14er, really. Right? Like it can feel a little scary because, like, oh, it feels like they can do anything and go as fast as possible, but you just kind of have to play your game because, like, you can't suddenly teleport to 14 level, so you have to just play your level, and who knows, maybe they won't, right? And for a case like this, you know, play your consistency, and if the 14 runner is not managing to pull off with the crazy stunts, then you'll have an opportunity, and that is what 2porridge is showing off here. I think it's a nice blueprint for every runner that's facing a 14 to possibly follow. There is no handicap for these days. Both runners are on N64.
This is true. Yeah, we don't have to worry about that. You do have to worry about a bit about the stream delay, but you know, with this current time difference in this race anyway, it's not gonna make a whole lot of a difference. Like, you don't have to be adding, like, you don't have to be going, okay, KANNO plus 5 seconds. It's like, no! This was pretty much a write-off. Come back next time. For now, anyways. I guess we'll see what happens in 2porridge's final, you know, 6 or so minutes.
Yeah, this is definitely looking like 2porridge just want to take. Nice the upside.
Yeah.
2porridge not taking this race would be, to be honest, a waste of a great opportunity.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, these are the ones you want to take. Like, okay, he could, like, lose the next 2. You know, just off pure, like, kind of raw skill. But I think, and then there's not a whole lot to complain about, but you don't want to lose these ones. You know, I try to take what you can get. And who knows? I mean, maybe he will...
Sign clip?
Ooh,
Oh, let's go.
nice. he gets
There you
up.
go.
Yeah, nice.
Still
Whoa.
reminding us that KANNO is pretty good. Don't
Easier than
forget the
Plat.
defense.
True. That's what they all say.
One thing we just learned about cycles, I did not know you could do it while slide kicking. Or like the breakdancing, whatever it's called.
Oh, yeah. Breakdance.
Not quite able to get through the 33rd door immediately, but we'll be getting there on the third occasion.
Not so bad. Nothing to complain about there. At all, at all.
Yeah, I mean, for KANNO, you know, KANNO's hoping to do the second half of the run relatively clean, but in general, absolutely just has to kind of get a mental idea of that first half, right? Because you can see that KANNO wasn't so sure, you know, the Dark Room movement was very sure, the Womps, right, like we kind of did the Catalyst setup a little bit, and then like bailed on it and fell down and did a different star and then came back to it, tried it, got it first, went for wild blue, but then didn't try the third try, did the thing, and it was work. Like you see, like it was like there was a lot of indecision, which needs to get sorted out for KANNO to have an opportunity. But I mean, if KANNO sorts that out, it still remains obviously a very dangerous runner.
Yeah, I mean, definitely, like, the fact that he can go for these insane strats means he doesn't know them. It's just bringing them all together without having a complete meltdown in the way is not... It's easier said than done for sure. Definitely nothing to say about KANNO's skill. Like, it really does just happen sometimes. But, you know, with the best of 3, you're hoping to isolate it to one race and not letting it seep into the others. That's a bit of a mental game, too. So
Yeah, because I mean, like,
2porridge is kind of been zooming.
KANNO is the style of runner that's like definitely, you know, one for the time devotion, right? So like KANNO spends a lot of time playing the game, right? A lot of time playing the game, a lot of time perfecting, which allows for the faster times. But you know, sometimes in this race environment, being like a time devotion runner does make it more complicated, right? Because it has to be now; it can't be the next run.
Yeah, which is not something you'd be used to as a massive grinder. It's just you can always reset. So it's kind of did hit that chip clip, so that's good. Yeah, both runners got very nice front subs as well, which is good. We like to see it.
How did
You
the
know,
prediction go?
Flying down. Ah, that's a good question. Let us see. Choose prediction. Okay, 2porridge got 1% of the points. KANNO got 99%. If major stuff is due to get a 1 to 134 payout, if 2porridge can pull this off.
Oh, we're looking pretty good at race 1.
Yeah, I mean,
KANNO, which was not able to wall jump off of while going up in the elevator, so was not able to get the cycles.
2porridge definitely struggling a bit on this BLJ.
Good, not having too kind to 2porridge.
Yeah, I mean,
So as 2porridge said, PB the other day, 15:36.
I mean, KANNO definitely go a bit behind, but 2porridge does kind of have to get this sooner or later, sooner than later. Oh, really cannot catch on this stairs.
Yeah, it's not catching even. Okay, there we go. Now it's caught. It's
Alright, there we go.
Way
Wait,
too
he's
fast.
going everywhere. He's inside every single block.
There we go.
Okay.
Absolutely has that time.
Yeah, but kind of a bit scary.
It's the type of thing that looks a little bit rough heading into the next one, right? Because, like, at the end of the day, you are unlikely to have this much time on another race, right? So if the BOJ is catching this inconsistently, right? Like even on the infinite staircase, you could just tell that it's kind of struggling on the mashing. It's not the best signal.
But I mean, who knows? It'll be a different race next race. So
this is true. Might just be tired of mashing.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think he's gonna get any less tired, but I'm going to hold me.
And also going for the BOJ setup, was also displayed by echodama in the last race. I'm pretty sure it was invented by KANNO.
KANNO has invented his entire run.
KANNO is
Alright.
an absolute router.
No, I just picture like a router with Carl's face on it. Like a Wi-Fi one.
Alright, you have 2porridge heading into throws. Might be sub 17.
Yeah. If he hits all three, you should be. I think. I really need to get my times together.
Very nice task long jump there from KANNO.
Yeah, of course he does.
We're still getting some nice moments in the midst of it.
And a 2. That's
Alright, there we go. That's gonna be 3 from 2porridge.
very nice.
So he is gonna be claiming game number 1 in our first upset race. As 2porridge is officially in the lead.
The predictions are for the full best of 3. Yeah.
Yes, it is. Who will, win go through. 1-0 to 2porridge. We will let KANNO finish off this run here.
Yeah, I mean, by the end, it's not looking so far away, really. 2porridge did kind of stack a couple time losses together that, I mean, still won very handedly, but I mean...
Yeah, the BOJs, there's a couple of things to be worried about there in the 2porridge game, absolutely, but in general, one pretty
general, I
safe.
think he's just going to take his game.
Alright, let's chat to the runners. Alright, hello runners.
Hello, hello.
So, 2porridge, with that 1702, you have taken game 1. You are now in the lead. How are you feeling about that run?
Oh my god, I was so nervous, bro. Well, my hands were like, I'm like, they're so cold and it's hard to move, and I can't believe I won that though.
Do you think was that nervousness towards the later half of the run? Was that the rush of the start?
That was early half for sure. I got I'm not gonna say I got more comfortable, but I was at least hitting tricks that I wanted to hit and stuff in the second half. First half, I was just so shaky on everything.
Yeah, well, I mean, overall in terms of that run, not a lot of things went very wrong. Maybe those BOJs might be one of the more concerning parts.
Yeah, the BLJs was really bad.
Yeah.
I'm really hoping that'll pick it up next game, but
yeah, I hope it'll iron itself out.
yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, KANNO, any thoughts? Let's see.
I was too nervous to play Mario anymore. but yes, I enjoy this tournament, and next time I'll do my best. Then I'll get 15 minutes.
Right.
Yes.
This is a best of 3 race.
You're not out just yet.
Yeah, so we do have the opportunity to display that in this case. So I think we can go towards that second race. If you runners are ready for it.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Okay. Yes. I'm ready.
Alright. Chalker, do you want to count them down?
Alright. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, oh.
Good luck.
Alright, good luck. I forgot. You do the bottom, right?
I don't. I just do them.
Okay.
I don't have an order. I don't know. Just it never makes my duty. We're curious why we keep beefing this because we're trying to deafen the runners before we
Yeah,
start
we like that.
commentating.
We don't move the runners anywhere. We just like deafen them in this call.
Yeah.
So we have to like mute and yeah, we mute and deafen them. We keep like unmuting.
Yeah, because like we're
I
doing one
click
player at
them
a
and
time, but we don't decide which one.
Yeah.
Nice.
There's actually no point deciding which one because it swaps for. I just remember finding that out. That was very fun. So maybe I'll just let you do it, and I'll start yapping. Well, I can't start yapping because we have to. Yeah, whatever. I guess we gotta deal with that 5 seconds of silence.
Yeah. Gotta be honest, I was not expecting Canada to do interviews, so we will get better
Yeah,
at that type
cool.
of communication with time. But we are heading here into race 2, which I'm not sure kind of knew existed.
Yeah, maybe we did not communicate the format very well.
It's difficult to say because it could just be the sentence structure.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Really nice. Oh, that's
I know it's
a tough one.
yeah, KANNO's English is pretty good, but you know, obviously sometimes it can be kind of hard to tell. So, like, I don't know what you mean. Next time is in next race or like just next tournament. It's kind of hard to know.
Who knows? But we're here.
Okay.
Kind of with a nice salvage on the second go around.
Yeah, that's not too bad. That is very, very, very recoverable. People have come back from worse. Only one LBL this is not something to be highly concerned about. A little annoying, of course, but it's not. You know, it's not the biggest deal of all time.
Yeah, it can definitely happen, especially as kind of goes over for some very fast LBOJ, which involves waiting less.
Yeah.
Not too risky there on the Dark Road, kind of gonna be surviving 2porridge, also getting a relatively solid Dark Road here, and we'll be heading into Womp's Fortress once more with a lead.
Yeah, he's 2 for 2. But the lead out of Womps is pretty nice. Definitely probably not what he expected when he woke up today and was like, alright, Supernova day. You know, we have to play against KANNO. Probably didn't expect to be winning. But, I mean, here he is and he's doing it, so.
Yeah, I mean here it's of course only day 1, but so far these mid 15 runners, right, the 15-3S, 15-4S runners that we have seen today are pulling through very nice performances, very consistent performances, and getting and just being very solid and tough to beat right now. And it's absolutely showcasing that. Remember, there are no weak players in this tournament.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, when you have everyone under 16, it gets pretty crazy. Anyone can do anything, basically. Parge did miss the cannons there. I has to back it up with a quick wild blue.
Yeah,
which isn't too bad. That's
this is an important moment on KANNO, then. What are we doing?
Yeah. What?
Okay, we're doing salt.
Okay.
And we're getting salt. That was very clean salt.
That was actually, yeah, that was a very nice salt. 2porridge also go for the second salt.
Right, I think.
Okay. See what he's gonna go for this time, I guess.
Oh, just trying it again.
Just salt it up again.
And getting it, nice.
Okay.
Bold moves.
Salt out the coins.
Very nice. Backing up salt with salt.
Usually back up with pepper. But...
Bro.
Everybody laugh.
we're filling up the humor quota.
I think that actually puts the quota into the negative.
Alright.
I'm gonna start a poll in the chat. Is that funny?
No, bro.
Yeah.
Type 1 if it was funny.
Type 2 if it was not. I was gonna make this. I don't know.
Were you gonna say type 2 if it was porridge?
I wasn't, but that would have been better.
Alright.
And I'm I'm strong enough to admit that I did not think of that.
All right. It's only good that you didn't think of that because I think it's pretty terrible.
Yeah, this is what happens when the runners are just maneuvering from almost basement.
Castle movement, yes,
Not
but
the
Kano
longest
in a
segment
way,
of castle movement.
Kano in a way better position heading into SSL than in the last run. Keeps it closer, more competitive, but it's gonna be interesting as the woes of that first Kano run absolutely did not end at Worm's Fortress. Oh, okay, there we go.
Getting around the pyramid.
Well executed plus from both runners. Probably about even, right? No, it's gonna be like 2 seconds behind here for Kano, because again, you gotta remember the around 5 seconds delayed start.
2 seconds to have porridge. But yeah, nothing significant. Kano is on 2porridge's tail here. Threatening.
Yeah, I mean, Kano definitely seems to be taking a more, I don't know how to say it, normal 16-star route into
A
this,
more measured approach.
yeah, like from, you know, how we're doing Talon.
Yeah.
And like
Now,
Kano
there's
and
nothing
stuff.
going with like a.
Still fast.
There's nothing wrong with a high level runner going for like the super strats, but I think you just have to be going for the super strats. Kind of wasn't really going for the super strats; it was kind of going for everything, and the super strats happened to be in there, but they were like backups, and it was like weird. I don't know, but kind of just like doing stuff now, and he's doing it fast, and yeah, it's definitely nicer to see. Just see some clean Mario gameplay. I'm back. My supervisor. Oh my god, I read those. My Supernova. My supervisor had a talk with me, and I told him about Supernova. Let's go. Everyone must hear.
Yes, you can now call him a Supernovizer. Ooh, side up at the wrong camera angle there for 2porridge. Gonna be trying it again, or that's too low.
Oh. Nice, one shot of this.
He's gonna go for it and does get it.
Clutch
Okay,
up
nice.
when you needed to.
Nice, yeah, I needed to get it. It's realistically not very worth it to get coins in that moment.
It's not, no. They are kind of far away, and there's like 2 of them. So, it's a bit annoying. Especially when you can just like go and play it again. And then get the coins. It's just pointless, but yeah, it's pretty quick death, honestly. Still, death is the death, so it's good to be avoided.
Kind of starting to side up is very, very clean. The star routing is different.
Yeah, I'm gonna be. Wait, I don't know. Wait, what stars they have left?
Actually, no, their star rating is different, but they're currently at the same stars.
Yes, so yeah, Kanno's ahead.
Yeah. Kanno managing to pick the time back up after 2porridge's slow down on side up. Kanno, who's definitely having a clean middle portion of the run right now.
Yeah, Kanno not really going to be letting mistakes slide anymore, and actually hasn't been for better part like 5 minutes.
Yeah, been a couple of minutes that Kanno has been playing pretty clean after the relatively big time loss that was there the early LBJ. But this trick worked last time, so we are going to go for it again, and we get it again.
Nice.
There we go. Remember that reclimb, that climb is not easy at all.
It is very not easy. Yeah, it's not easy at all. That slope is atrocious.
2porridge on the way to boss you. I'm not quite able to align it, so we're going to be backing up with emergency exit, losing a little bit of time.
Gonna be talking to our man Toad here.
A big fella. Actually, not very big. Issue kind of did have a time loss by punching Toad. Alright, 2porridge again on the box. I'm not quite capable of getting it in here, breaking the
Break the
box.
box. Oh, killing the bat too on
What's
an
the idea
absolute
from here?
rampage. Oh,
Gonna be going for Watch My Ross. I mean, it's gonna be awkward, but it will get there.
These boulders,
Just about dodging it. It is actually a good question, what is better at that moment? It might just be the triple jump, to be honest, from the elevator room.
That is a good question. Yeah, you might be right. I'd say they're around pretty equal, though. But of course, I mean, you just get the star instead of having to back it up. Again, if you fail, so.
Alright. That time, boss jump goes well for 2porridge, which is nice, and there was nothing else left to back it up with, and exits about, I think, like 20 seconds-ish behind KANNO, maybe slightly more, and is, I mean, definitely looking in a tougher position than last time. Oh,
Missed
missed
go the wrong way.
Absolutely not ready for it.
Yeah, just throwing stuff straight into the wall. Okay, those got the early catch at least. Small consolation for a couple of mistakes that have been made from the HMC portion. Unfortunate.
Can't be too demotivated by the current position, though. We have seen kind of mistakes happen at any level.
Yeah, we'll see. Will kind of keep composure towards the end. Does seem like he has shaken a lot of the nervousness off, I will say, but
Yeah, kind of has been very composed this one.
Yeah, I mean, after a little bit, he kind of locked in.
KANNO did say in the interview, next time I hope to 15.
What in the world is that?
Look at that.
That was crazy.
Look at that fire, see.
That was wild.
The pole glitch with a wall kick. But it's too fast? What?
What is that interaction?
Well, that's like, well, that's because...
Oh no! Is he?
He's
slow for reading all of it. Okay.
Okay, so that is like a ledge grab thing, right? Because I guess Mario was like above it. So that's what I mean when I say it might have been too fast.
I think they're gonna line up for
Yeah,
taking the pole.
A very nice start to this fire. See, I think even got the cycle up, but taking burns and stuff. 2porridge crawling back a little bit of time, but both runners not having the cleanest fire seas kind of will remain in the lead.
And obviously scary BLJs are coming up. At least we haven't seen anyone miss a Bowser throw in Fire Sea yet.
That is true.
That is always unfortunate.
One of the heartbreaking ones. Yeah, I'd definitely say that chat's odds were wrong. I wouldn't call this a 99% chance.
Yeah, I don't think we have enough people in the chat to like put together good like betting odds.
Yeah, I mean there also needs, of course, channel point accumulation since day one. So of course make sure to conserve your channel points as well a little bit for the second half of the tournament.
Yeah, if you really care.
There it is, the setup done correctly for KANNO's BOJs.
Cards open for a KANNO falling off the edge of... Okay, KANNO absolutely pounding into these stairs.
There we go, and getting up. I mean, to be fair, afterwards, yeah, the BOJ does work pretty fast.
Yeah, 2porridge.
Can't blame the strat.
That might be good enough.
Yeah, that will get
okay,
through.
nice. Yeah, could stick. Nice that he could stick to the door there. So had enough speed.
That will keep 2porridge alive in the race.
Yeah, needs KANNO to just absolutely fly off the edge of bits.
Let's see.
Or something really
KANNO
bad like
doesn't
that.
go for easy stuff.
Yeah, let's get the movement right.
But there's a reason.
Let's go to the hearse.
Yeah.
Hope for a Goomba. Yeah,
Very nice
okay.
bit. I think it was the same bit that we saw in race 1 as well. It was very good.
Yeah. No,
Actually, no, it didn't have the type long jump, but
slow yourself.
the second half.
What throw? The top level throws just look different. Like look how fast Bowser spins. That's insane.
Bowser going very fast. Roser landed correctly, kind of taking one bonk, and will not be getting the 15 as requested, but is going to be taking game 2 here, and it kind of remains alive. The first point for a Japanese player, and KANNO is fighting and will not try to get upset here by 2porridge, who puts in a pretty respectable time on that kind of middle later section. Had some unfortunate mistakes in LL and HMC especially, but overall that definitely shows a lot of promising little details in the 2porridge game. Throws
These
not
throws.
going the best.
Let's see if we finished out. Oh, actually,
Damn, really?
Yeah.
I did think that was in.
Oh, that close.
Alright, 2porridge there, landing the third throw, and it's going to be wrapping up about a minute and 12 seconds after KANNO here, and 2porridge not able to 2-0, but still was ahead in this race. There's a lot of positive things to look at, but KANNO also really cleaned up the act in the middle section especially, so it's going to be interesting to see the first game 3 of the tournament. But first we need to have the second chat to our players. Hello, runners.
Hello, hello.
So yeah, KANNO, with that 16-01, you have taken game 2. You have evened out the match. You are tied now. How did you feel about that one?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, this one was not so bad. And next, I definitely run in 15 minutes.
Alright.
We
Okay.
will see the 15.
15 soon.
Yeah, okay.
Alright.
Alright.
Yes.
And on the other side, 2porridge, a run there that kind of maybe lost his footing a little bit in basement. How do you comment on it?
Yeah, I'm not really liking the 17 consistency I'm having right now. But honestly, I thought I was playing decent for the first little bit, and then it kind of started falling apart after log list, and then HMC box triple somehow. I don't know how I melted down on that, and then I don't know, it was just kind of over from that point on. But hopefully we can just get a clean run, third run, and make it close.
Alright, well, if you guys want a minute, we can, but otherwise, do you want to just head into the final race of the day? What are you doing?
I think I'm good, yeah.
Sorry, what?
I think I'm good.
Yeah.
Ready to go.
Alright. KANNO, are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Alright.
Okay.
Then I shall cut down. Alright. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Good luck.
Alright, good luck.
Good luck.
Good luck.
Alright, and yeah, we're gonna see a 1-1 That's a bit of a strange way to start with game 3. But we will be seeing game 3. All comes down to this one. Who is gonna take it? Hard to know. I mean, first game, obviously, you know, pretty good wipeout for 2porridge. KANNO definitely gained this consistency back though in the last one, and 2porridge. But the thing is, 2porridge did play well at the start. So if 2porridge can put together a good race, then it definitely could be close. But yeah, that end is for 2porridge was a little scary. I mean, BLJs were better, but they still weren't amazing. And HMC was rough. Bits was, you know, it was alright. The throws were kind of rough as well. So I don't know.
There's one thing that we know for sure, and it's that KANNO wants a 15.
KANNO does want the 15.
So the strats and the routes taken are gonna be, of course, 15 pace level strats. Currently, from the way that 2porridge has been playing, I don't think a 15 is super on the cards, right? Like a low 16 can absolutely happen, but a 15 would need to be pretty exceptional. Oh no, we're over here. These 2porridge are gonna manage to do it. Is gonna manage to do it. Let's go. That's a rare one. Players.
Yeah, no, that's not easy.
Don't do that often.
People get stuck in there and then they go for that backup thinking, oh, I've seen people do this, and then they realize they've literally never done it before.
The Hail Mary.
They usually don't get it, but I mean, 2porridge got him. So, fair enough.
Yeah, it's a very, very desperate BOJ, that one. But 2porridge actually managing to get over beyond the 8-star door.
2porridge not even really on a cycle here, kind of just getting through the start of Dark World there. Kind of aligning himself to the platforms here though.
Oh! Yeah,
misses the rollout.
didn't get the rollout in 2porridge. They're taking the fall out of the level. Yeah, didn't have a great start to that Dark Road due to that, due to an awkward triple jump up towards the elevators. And KANNO with a relatively clean Dark Road.
Yeah, kind of.
Oh, trying the rollout towards the second.
The rollouts are killing him.
Trying to save some additional time, but tough start. You can see how 2porridge is trying to level up the Dark Road here, right? To try to at least make up a little bit of time. Trying the Suki. And it's actually looking on pace for it. Oh, missed the red coin. So close. Inches away. There we go.
Look at the porridge mom in the chat.
Let's
go.
Oh, let's go.
Nice. Welcome. But yeah, okay. KANNO is fully.
KANNO is locked in.
Yeah, KANNO might be tough to take a third game off here. Or take the third game off.
I feel like you can tell that, like, when you do so many mistakes immediately, like KANNO did in race 1, you have time to sort yourself out, right? Like, to kind of imagine, okay, what was that, right? You have time within a run to think about how the run went, right? And you can see, I guess, you know, in a way, like, KANNO kind of sorting that out and having a more clearer idea of the strats that were going to be taken here in this case, and it's absolutely benefited KANNO. It's one of the things which you need the most if you're in this race environment, you know? Like, you want consistency, yeah, you want to do safer strats, but one of the main things you need is conviction.
Yeah, just, I'm gonna do this thing, and it's gonna happen. Which is, you know, especially, it's not just going for the same thing over and over again, it's just telling yourself that you're gonna do it, I think is pretty big. But yeah, nice salt there.
Yeah, 2porridge with a very clean salt. Hopefully that can, you know, be a nice W to add to the mental there. After a tough beginning, just gonna need to kind of play it out for the first time. 2porridge, you know, playing out from a behind position. against KANNO, and you know, if you're behind against KANNO, that's a scary sentence.
Yeah, usually it doesn't bode well, but you never
Trying
know.
to win the
Kind
ball.
of, I mean, does miss the completely just botch the burst there. So
It's another one of those super
yeah,
early
not trying
bomb
to go
throwaways, so
too
we're gonna need to
fast.
see. Yeah.
Okay, that Flago looks.
Oh, that's a wrong
Oh,
side. Oh
where'd he
my
go?
god.
Oh my,
No, that's a wait.
bro! I think he
That?
could escape that.
No, that's
No.
yeah, no, that's a that's too far.
Damn, I need to update my quicksand knowledge. That's just gonna be a straight death.
Yeah, that was a def. It wasn't close enough to the edge there. There is like a segment. Oh wow. That's just causing some troubles.
Big problems.
Yeah, I mean KANNO, who is perhaps not the most acquainted at all the backups, because like, you know, like so far KANNO has had to back up Pless with Talon twice and has died both times trying.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a bit of a starts to put it back up into question. It's like, what are you truly backing
Yeah,
up
I mean,
there?
2porridge
Oh my
back
God,
in. 2porridge
Parker
doesn't give up on the
regrab.
bomb, but the bomb gives
Okay.
up on him.
Bomb was not happy with staying alive.
And now KANNO gets a perfect time. Yeah, Porridge nearly saving that Pless would have been pretty crazy, but yeah, no, a lot of bomb timer. Porridge going for the time himself, breaking the box, add that to the data, and there we go.
Alright, unfortunately, I will not be able to see out the end of this match. I do have to go. So I feel like
Unfortunate.
one of the runners is going to appear into the commentary box now. But
I can sort that out.
that'll be a problem for you. Yeah, good appear for the first day. So
Yeah, thank
enjoy
you,
the rest of the
Chaka,
race.
for
Yeah.
of course hopping on. Chaka, who's significantly more busy than me.
All right, see ya.
All right, you can now see just me there at the bottom right, but we thank Choco for the services showing up here on day one to do some additional commentary. If you know people that would like to be commentary, do that, because I'll be honest, Supernova, there's one thing that Supernova's never really had, it's other commentators. So make sure that if you know people that would be interested, let them know. For GTM to invade comms. Can runners volunteer in specific instances? But I don't want a runner to commentate too much because you know, I like to keep runners relatively, you know, kind of uninvolved when they're not doing races, so they don't get like burnt out. Well, once or twice. Or perhaps if like, you know, eliminated or not in the main bracket. But anyhow, getting back towards the race, we are here remaining in a relatively similar position to how we were starting LLL. Not too much has changed. It's gone relatively cleanly for both runners. Oh, 2porridge there getting successfully taking a hit there from the bully which also manages to pull off a pretty swag move, but 2porridge managing to take him down in an intense battle. And getting it while KANNO is officially off at 2. HMC. KANNO going for the sign clip. It's worked in race 1 and 2. Here it is in race 3. Wow. Very good consistency at the sign clip here. KANNO managing to pull it off first try very quickly in all 3 of the races. So that is something which we have nailed down. Yeah, absolutely keep in mind your commentary interests and may hit you guys up individually in that aspect. Or perhaps, you know, after your races. 2porridge there, going for the box triple jump, and is going to be getting it this time, which is a nice thing to get after 2porridge was not quite capable of getting it in race number 2, and is remaining there, absolutely. KANNO getting some nice boulder RNG, which will allow KANNO to close off this initial session, this, you know, basement portion at 11:01. And now on to MIPS we go. I mean, a 15 is possible, you know, the fabled desired 15 from KANNO, but yeah, the whole SSL did make it significantly more complicated. You can see the more close approach that KANNO takes to the first MIPS door, more with the Mario cam than the average player. 2porridge also now going to start going over towards the MIPS. KANNO going for chip clip and actually getting chip clip here. It really does seem like KANNO wants out of that endgame for the 15. I do actually believe that. I do think that is the aim. KANNO, winning doesn't even matter either, 15. I do appreciate the effort by KANNO though to still attempt to do an English interview, considering that was absolutely not necessary. Going there for hopefully not quite be able to get it. We'll back it up after a bit. Ooh, oof. Very, very close KANNO there to just purely dying. Kind of trying a couple of interesting approaches, but yeah, not much is going to actually work out. 2porridge struggling there on the front sub, and you know, swimming the sub, bringing Mario down, going over to the other side, and it's not going to quite work out. Alright, there we go. This one should work out. Alright, 2porridge there. Getting through it. He's going to be entering Fire Sea, but looking tough. Could gain some time back, however, on the Fire Sea, of course, as KANNO did lose some time there. Pretty nice Fire Sea here from 2porridge. Yep, will in fact be managing to do the ultimate. Very, very good Fire Sea here. Saving as much time as possible. Oh, and there is the first usage of the alert ever. What did I say? That's that Lotion tip 50. Let's go. The official first endorse audition to the prize pool. We're gonna need to get that updated, but we're in a little bit of a close sector to run. But that's really, thank you for the contribution. Yeah, 2porridge, you missed the Fire Sea throw. prize pools have been increasing. Lotion also was the first one to add any money to prize pool at all by gifting a couple of subs. In the draw. Kind of bailing on the triple jump, but not taking it safe enough, and will actually be taking a death here. After what was a relatively smooth set of BOJs this time for maybe kind of smoothest, but a death there. It's not quite over yet for 2porridge. If 2porridge can get BOJs quickly, however, that has been a theme of how that doesn't happen. As you can see here, 2porridge is not just like it's really struggling to catch here on these stairs. Moving right here from KANNO, gonna be getting it. This triple jump not quite aligned to the elevators here. But it's gonna be alright. Now 2porridge gets up to the infinite stairwell, but it's looking like a gap too big here. KANNO very likely. Oh, perfect. Infinite stairwell BOJ there from 2porridge. At least something. There's the throws from KANNO. Oh, not quite getting the third throw, just ever so slightly early. And KANNO, he's gonna go for it. It gets it here. And kind of gonna close it off with Allure 17. I mean, definitely, if you're 2porridge, maybe you will feel a little bit bad about that one, because this is a time that was absolutely in the range that 2porridge could have gone, right? But in general, 2porridge brought a solid fight. KANNO showed some interesting potential, but definitely a couple of worries as well in a couple of moments. Like the very early runs have had awesome tiny issues for KANNO and the SSLs, but KANNO managing to bounce back after a very tough start and successfully not to get upset and manage to take it here. 2-1. Gonna be moving on in the main bracket after being put on death's door. Porridge there. Getting the last throw. Gonna close it off here with a 18-1x. We shall, if I can get the Twitch payout this prediction. Give me a second. It was in fact KANNO. The 99% did win. Although I don't think it was quite like that. I don't think it was quite like that, chat. But there we have it. Let's go chat to the players about what they thought of that. LA runners.
Hello.
Hello.
GG's. KANNO with that 1705, you have taken game 3 and you have managed to win the match. How did you feel about your performance?
It was a tough match and we were both very nervous, but yeah, I had a lot of fun. And next race, I will get 15 minutes next time. Thank you very much.
Alright, so well, thank you, KANNO, for hopping on. And of course, thank you for, doing the interviews, which was not even necessary. But we appreciate you for, trying out the English.
Thank you.
And on the other side, 2porridge there, how do you comment on that one?
Well, again, it's just like that Dark World death was so unfortunate. Dying twice, it killed the whole vibe. I think this would have been actually a really close race if it wasn't for that. But yeah, I mean, it is what it is, I guess. Like, I just gotta up my consistency more, and hopefully I can come back in the LTAs and bring it back.
Yeah, and I mean, as a whole, how would you say your performance was in like the races put together? Are you satisfied with the fight that you put up?
Against, for the fact that it was against the #1 seed, yeah, but like, I really do need to be better. I just need to like get the consistency down. I have the good ideas. I just need to be able to actually, do them more commonly, because it clearly doesn't pay off if you can only do it every once in a while. So, but GG's, that was really fun.
Yeah, but yeah, 2porridge. With that, you will be dropping down into the LTA portion of the bracket, which will be a 2-hour session plus 1 hour if you don't qualify in the 2-hour session. But in general, do you think that you're a better suited player for LTAs? Do you think you can get good times down there?
Yeah, I think so. I just like, my consistency is pretty bad for one-off runs, but I think I could have a good chance of getting a pretty decent run if I'm just able to reset a couple times, just keep the nerves down, just slowly figure it out.
Alrighties, well then, with that will be all actually for the day 1 broadcast of the Supernova 16, the 2 matches today, which will be updated on the bracket very shortly, right after stream ends. I will go do that. If here's the winner of this match, which was KANNO, will be facing the winner of the matchup between Sigotu and Everchicks, which is taking place tomorrow. So that is going to be interesting. The first round of 32 match will be discovered already in 1 day. But yeah, make sure to, of course, check it out if you haven't. Make sure to follow if you haven't, so that of course you can know when all of the other stuff is coming. The Discord also lets you know the full schedule of every match, as well as the bracket. By the way, the bracket does have the schedule and everything. But yeah, thank you to every viewer that dropped by here in this day 1 stream, making it a good one. And of course, thank you to every fella who did well. But what are we gonna raid? Because we always, we'll try to raid if possible. I think, if I'm not mistaken, the Stampede is live. The Spectacular is also live. Let's do that, because let's see, is a possible commentator and has commentated before in past Supernovas. So we will do that. Actually, I mean, I'm 100% sure if that is. Is a race starting over there, or is a race finishing over there? That's the part I'm not 100% sure, and I'm trying to find out. I have no idea. Apologies, guys. They weren't on a waiting screen, and then they were on a waiting screen. Well, look, I'll just not rate them in safety. Let's go. Let's rate Stampede then. Apologies for it. The wait, yeah, the 70-star Stampede is one of the 2 70-star tournaments that's currently being run. They're hosting currently a losers bracket LTA, which is in the same format as Supernova used to do the losers LTA. So it is groups of 4 playing in a batch of about 2 to 3 hours. The best time currently there's features Kajun, Fish Sticks, and Badronis over there, being commentated by Chat and Bloopy. But yeah, thank you for everybody for hopping on. I'll send you guys over there if you guys want to see some 70-star Mario LTA action. And yeah, see you tomorrow for some more Supernova. Goodbye.